All right, hey everyone. It's Thursday, November the 12th, and I went to the funeral today of my nephew. He's the guy on the right, and I wish I would have maintained a closer relationship with him as an adult. I remember him as a little kid. We both were little kids and kind of grew apart as he grew older, but um, he had a wonderful funeral, man. He was a very popular guy. Very popular guy. Must have been 400 or 500 people there. I never been to a funeral with so many people. Anyway, rest in peace. You will be missed. And he's left a wife and a little kid behind, around 13 years old. And we need to pray for him and his wife. The little kid and his wife, he left a big hole in the community and his family. And he was very, very well loved. You could tell by the people that got up and talked about him. But anyway, this video, I want to remind you guys to write a letter to Paul Hansen. We're coming up mid-November. We're going to be coming up in December. And you guys might remember, but Paul Hansen isn't scheduled to get out until February the 13th. And I don't know if they're going to let him out in a halfway house. I don't know what they're going to do, right? It's just the whole evil, reprobate, satanic prison system. And this evil judge, Margaret Casey Rogers, and this evil prosecutor, Pamela C. Marsh, and Tiffany Hope Eggers, and J. Ryan Love, and IRS agent Scott Snyder, that got on the witness stand and testified against him, and Charles Evans, who's like some kind of evil lizard man, all of them have conspired to put an innocent man in prison, Paul Hansen, for mailing a letter. And, I guess they go to sleep good at night thinking they've incarcerated some grave criminal, right? And, this man right here, Paul Hansen, is going to spend probably Thanksgiving and Christmas in jail, right? And so it wouldn't hurt to remember him in your prayers, but also write him a letter. The Bible says to visit our brethren in prison. And if you can't visit him, at least write him a letter and tell him you're thinking about him and you know he's innocent. You're praying about him. And hopefully if some evil judge decides to put you in prison because you wrote a letter, that somebody will think about writing you, a letter. They put you in prison for writing a letter, and then we got to write him a letter to let him know that we still care about him, think about him. But he's not going to get out until February 13th. At least that's the current thought. I've seen some emails from Paul indicating they could possibly let him out in a halfway house, but who knows? I mean, I don't trust these guys at all. I think they just want to make an example of Paul, and what can you say? So the address is on the screen. Paul Hansen. I'll put it in the information bar, and don't forget to write him a letter. And if you don't mind saying a prayer for my nephew, for his family, and because I got a lot of people that just absolute hate me, and it doesn't bother me one bit, but I don't want to get my family caught up into like people who hate me trying to, these people are absolute vile and disgusting, and so I don't bring my family into my YouTube channel, but I wanted to show his picture. I grew up with him, and he was a good guy. So if you could just pray for Rudy's nephew and his wife and his kid. All right, and also write Paul Hansen a letter. It's coming up Thanksgiving, Christmas. You guys are going to be spending time with your family. I know you are, as you should be. But Paul Hansen can't, because some evil, satanic, reprobate, degenerate Jezebel judge and prosecutor decided they're going to send a SWAT team to his house in Nebraska and stick him in prison. So I think the Lord's going to set everything straight one day, and I'm looking forward to that. Take care, everyone.